Do you want to impress your friends with your knowledge of all those secret caches? You too can be that guy. On Shoreline, you'll be constantly disappearing, taking detours, and coming back with dank loot. Welcome to another Escape from Tarkov guide video. My name is Kolky. I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Kolky. Come over and check me out. Hit the follow button to make sure you know when I go live. If you like these videos, make sure and drop a like and leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. We'd really appreciate it. It would help out a lot as a content creator. I would be very thankful for that. I also want to give a big thanks to MapGenie for all the resources they provide in helping me make these videos. It's been super helpful finding the resources they can provide there. So mapgenie.io, I'll put their link in the description as well. Links to my Twitch, to MapGenie, to the numbered map that we use in this video, they're all going to be in the description below, so check those out. And guys, this video is a longer one, so I'm going to put timestamps in the description so you can jump right to the point in the video that you're looking for. So without further ado, let's dive right into this video and check it out. Here we go, guys. Shoreline has a total of 40 stashes, and I've numbered them and color-coded them in 4 quadrants here on the map. You can download this map from the link in the description. And here is stash number 1 on the map. This is in the village area, next to the swamp. Stash number 2 is at Svetli Dead End, the scav extract. Just to the left, in a bush on the edge of the map, there's the barrel stash right there. Stash number 3 and number 4 are next to each other on the road in the village. Stash number 3 is in this concrete barrel. And just next to stash number 3 is stash number 4 in this dumpster area here. On the way in, you can walk over that tire, but on the way out, you'll notice that you have to jump. So I'll show you again. When you're exiting this dumpster, you'll have to jump over that tire. Stash number 5 is a little bit further down in village, in one of the houses just off the road in the yard. And here is the shed cut through there for reference. Stash number 6 is just outside village now, next to this broken down house and that pile of rocks. Looking around for reference there. Stash number 7 is way out on Scav Island, so we'll do a quick cut scene here to get out to Scav Island. And once you're on the island, you're going to go back to the house on the left, and it's next to the wood pile right here. Stash number 8 is on the beach as you're heading toward pier, and it's right here next to this rock with another little barrel stash. And you can see the billboard there for reference. Stash number 9 is in the middle of this lake here next to cottages. There's a little bar of land that goes out in the middle, and so you can see the white concrete drain pipe for reference. And here's stash number 9. Stash number 10 is inside the blue fence construction area here in the corner. And this is the northwest corner of the construction area in a bush right here, stash number 10. Stash number 11 is in a wood pile next to the greenhouse. We're now getting into the swamp area. This is the next quadrant on your colored coded map. There is stash number 11. Stash 12 is in one of the buildings in the swamp here. On the west side of the swamp. In the yard out in front of the house. The next stash, number 13, is in yet another building in the swamp, a little bit further south, in the side shack, right there, stash number 13. Looking around for reference, you can see the other building up on the hill there, and this is the closest one to that. Stash number 14 is way out in the actual swamp itself. This is north of the church building. And there's stash number 14. There's the church for reference. Rest of the swamp. And you can see we're north of the church. Stash number 15 is just south of the church. In the bush right here, next to the pile of wood. And looking around, there's the church for reference. Stash number 16 is on top of the hill above the swamp. There's the power lines for reference, and there's the stash. Stash number 17 is out in the suicide fields, as I call it. If you look directly between these two hay bales and those two stacks, and then you look out and go past the first hay bale you see in that direction, and then stop at the second one. Right out here in the middle of the field is stash number 17. Stash number 18 is again east of swamp. We're now at the little camp on the hill. We're just looking at resort there for reference. So if you find the tent on the hill, you can see the stash right there in the tree. The next stash is up behind the bus depot. This is stash number 19 in a tree behind the back fence of bus depot. Stash number 20 is just south of that. You can see I'm looking at the power station there for reference. Bus depot is up the hill that way. And if you go right between this rock and this tree and keep going straight ahead, you'll run into the ground stash right here, number 20. It's located between the pile of wood and the bush right there, kind of in the middle of the valley. In the next quadrant, stash number 21 is up on the north side of the map in a bush right here. We'll look around for reference. You can tell which tree it is. It's easy to get confused about which bush you're looking for, so we're just trying to take a reference. There's a big rock right there, and you're looking for that bush. Stash number 22 is out by the Rock Passage Extract. Here's the river, and if you go up on the left-hand side of the river, right on the edge of the map is stash number 22. This one you actually have to go prone to be able to access the stash, because you can't walk off the edge of the map. You'll see I'm trying to walk off the edge right there, and I can't go any further, so you have to go prone. Moving further along east, but still on the top of the map, I'm looking at the mountains there for reference. And this is stash number 23, right between two bushes there. So you can see the shape of the mountain ridge is fairly distinctive here, and that's what gives you a clue that you're close to the stash. So right there you can see the dip in the rock face. The next one, stash number 24, is right up next to Resort on the east side. So if you look at the little playground, and there's the east wing of Resort, and there's your stash. The next stash is now over on the east side of the map. If you follow the power lines, in one of the power line poles, you'll see next to the corner here, stash number 25 in the bush. Stash number 26 is up the hill from there on near the next power line pole. And it's right up here on the top of the ridge next to the ravine. There's stash number 26. Looking around for reference here. That's the edge of the map over there. And there's the power lines. And here's stash number 26. Stash number 27 is out by the railroad. Coming around the east side of the map now. If you start from the railroad and run toward these bushes, you'll see the stash right there. Right at the base of the tree. And looking back, there's the power line, or the railroad. Next one is at Radio Tower. So up here at the Radio Tower, it's on the side of the fence that's nearest to that red box. So right next to the red box, outside the fence, in a bush, there's stash 28. Stash number 29 is in an area that I call bush with sticks. You can see there's these sticks in the ground, and they lead up toward this bush. And so I call this the bush with sticks stash. That's stash number 29. Stash number 30 is on the far edge of the map near the river, which is the border of the map. You can see that rock for reference. So the rock in the river is your clue that the stash is right here in a bush on the edge of the map. Stash number 30. Stash number 31 is in the southeast corner of the map. This is near the CCCP temporary extract for scavs. If you go all the way down to the edge of the water under a log, there's stash number 31. Stash number 32 is close to that as well. And what you'll do is you go to the trains, and near one of the train cars, as you're heading towards it, it's in the grass on the right, inside the fence area. Stash number 33 is at the broken down house. This is near one of the downed drones here in Shoreline, and it's just there at the corner of the broken down house. Stash 34 is the cross stash. You can see the cross in the ground next to the trees there for reference. And there's the stash right between those two trees. Stash number 35 is just next to this large rock here. We're near the water line. If you look back this way, you can see the blue fence area on the water's edge. And you run right up here and find that next stash. Inside the blue fence area itself is another stash. In this pile of tires, that's stash number 36. You're next to that little porta potty there for reference. Stash number 37, if you start at this broken down house near the water line, and you go from this corner of the house looking through the two trees, there's a bush right there, and that's another stash. Number 37. Stash number 38 is under what we call drunk tank, where the tank driver clearly missed the bridge. And here is stash number 38 underneath the bridge. Stash number 39 is down on the beach next to the gas station in the little blue walled off areas inside one of these little changing stations or whatever they are. Is another stash right there. And last but not least, stash number 40 is way out past pier next to the lighthouse scav extract. So you can see the lighthouse right there, and stash number 40 is just up against the wall. Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you smash that like button and comment down below for the YouTube algorithm if you enjoyed the video. And definitely make sure and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already subscribed. I'd really appreciate it. Don't forget to head on over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Kolky, and we'll definitely catch you there in the next live stream. So once again, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace, everybody.